Is having an amazing day. I wanted to come on here today because I was watching this video the other day and it was talking about this guy was in tears and he was talking about how he hates his job and he was sitting in his car and when I say he was crying so hard and he was really having a hard time going into his job. So that's what we're talking about. Who am I? I am Dr. Andrea Blue, and I am the CXO and Executive Director of Blue Pathways or B&J Enterprises LLC, where Blue Pathways and Paramount Recruitment Agency is housed. And we serve Black and Brown women and youth to help them level up to reach their next steps in life. So I wanted to come on here because I just feel I feel for the individuals that are really trying to get to that next step and they're really trying to find out like exactly like what am I supposed to be doing right now? But I have to go to this job because if I don't, then how am I going to prepare and take care of my family? So I wanted to share with you that especially as women, especially as Black and brown women, we carry so many loads, okay? And we have always been taught how to stay strong. We got to be strong, or we have to fake it till we make it, right? But we push ourselves every day to show up for a job that we hate. And we show up for various reasons. So we may show up because we have to take care of our families. And there's so many other reasons too why we despise these jobs and why we really hate them. And it's not because you just lazy. It's not because you just don't want to go to work. There could be some real valid reasons. So sometimes it's the lack of communication on the job. Sometimes there's that underpay and you going and you getting a pinch, but you got to show up because you got to keep doing it. You got to keep going. There's no job security. You know that there's no leveling up in the job. You feel underappreciated. Now, how you gonna keep showing up when you don't feel like people are appreciating you? Or that favoritism. I've gone through that as well. That favoritism where you show up and there's I like this person more than the other and they make it so blatant. And so you just like trying to do your job and do the best, because I've never been one to try to play the game like me. No, just tell me what I need to do so that I can do my job, so I get my paycheck, so I can move on to the next thing, right? So I've done that. And then sometimes we're just overworked. And especially now, like going through the pandemic, coming out of the pandemic, going through coming into a recession. They don't want us to know that we're in a recession. But honey, if you don't know it, we're in a recession. Okay. And so we're dealing with all this stuff and trying to handle all this. And then the big one for me is micromanagement. Do not stand over my shoulder and try to tell me how to do my job. I am qualified. Now, if I have questions, I will definitely ask questions, but please don't stand over my job. And then the most important one are those incompetent managers. Oh my God, HR, I'm talking to you. How you hire and promote and encourage these incompetent managers instead of giving them 2 weeks off with pay for them to go and get trained and to learn more about their jobs. I want to say to you, you're not crazy, individuals that are hating your jobs. Women, you are not crazy. Men, if you're listening to me, you are not crazy. And I want to say to you that you are valid in your feelings, but I want to give you some tips on how to move forward and how to move past these steps. First, I want to share that we have our amazing journal that we use. It's in our 120 Grateful Mindset Journal. Now, what is this journal? This journal is to help you to write down your thoughts and your feelings. It is 120 days. Now, what you with this journal, you will have the opportunity to be able to write your feelings down, learn more about it. This is my copy, so I'm going to show you a copy of that is for sale. That one that I showed you, this is the master copy. But look, this is 120 days Grateful Mindset Journal, Heart, Mind, Body, and Soul by Dr. Andrea Blue. This is an amazing opportunity. I'm going to show you some pages inside so that you can write down. It has tips for the day. It actually helps you as you go through your processes to move forward to the next step. And I will tell you that writing down your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, it helps you. I write down mine every day. Actually, I use my phone and I type out my journal every day within my phone, okay? But I want to tell you these 7 tips that if you are working a job right now and you are not satisfied with your job, just know that there is a better day coming. There is a better opportunity for you, but I want you to first remember your why. Why are you there? Okay. What is it that you're supposed to learn from this process? And at the same time, take your focus off the people. Take your focus off of that job or that boss that's treating you bad. Figure out like what your focus is for being there. So you got to know your why. Okay. What am I here for? How am I serving, and how am I showing up every day? Number 2, focus on the small daily wins. What did I succeed in today? Don't always think about the negative things. What did I win at today? What did I do great today? Because sometimes we always focus on the bad, like, man, I had a terrible day today. No, you didn't. You didn't have a terrible day. Things just happen, right? And sometimes things happen to us to come by to make us stronger because sometimes we're weak in areas. Focus on rewarding yourself. Take a day out. This is what I used to do and what I still do. I often take one day out of the week. It could be a different day every week, but I choose a day to reward myself. Now, what is my reward? My reward may getting myself some ice cream. It may be getting my nails done. It may be, getting my toes done. It may just be taking myself for a walk and just doing nothing and taking maybe a 2-hour break and just doing nothing but just mindset reset. Okay, because sometimes we need to do that. Next, number 4 is you want to protect your time at home. It is so important that before you walk in the door, kids attack you, husband says, "What's for dinner?" All of that. Sit for a moment in your car. I would encourage you, if you have a vehicle, sit in your car for a moment, debrief, and just say to yourself, "I'm okay." I have to say my affirmations every day to myself. I will be earn that money that I want. I will be at the space that I want. I repeat these things to myself every day. I am smart. I am amazing. I am qualified. I am beautiful. I am amazing. All of these things because we have these records playing in our head every day to tell us that we're what we're not. But how about us change those records and play something that is or can be? You may not have arrived at it yet, but it's coming. It is coming. Take micro breaks throughout the workday. And I encourage you that if you're working a job, go for those walks around the building and do a prayer walk. I used to do that. Pray and walk around those buildings and walk through on and just clear your mind. Don't think about the job. Don't think about the people. Don't focus on what's for dinner. Don't focus on the children. Don't be making phone calls and checking up on other people. This is time for you to refocus and get yourself together, right? And talk to your boss. I don't like to use the word boss because, we don't work in the field. I like to say the word supervisor because they are the person that is supervising you. They are super in their positions and they are advising you. That's why we call them supervisors. So talk to them. Let them know what your issues are. Now, I'm not saying about your personal, but let them know, hey, I'm feeling like this today. Is there anything that I can do or you can do to help me to overcome these feelings? Are there any personal professional development opportunities that I can approach or attend that will help me get over these issues because I am not feeling my best? And then most of all, dear heart, plan your exit. Plan your exit. You are not stuck. You do not have to be there. You are doing this business a service, okay? So I'm saying to you, plan your exit. And when I'm talking about plan your exit, I'm not saying grab your bags and just go. Plan your exit. Decide how you want to go, where you want to go, and start applying for jobs. I'm not saying that you need to apply while you're sitting there. Please don't use company time to do that. Go ahead and apply for those different positions. If you want to continue to work at that company, talk to other people, network, figure out if this is the place that you want to continue to work. If not, go and seek other opportunities, because I'm sure that you are skilled, because you wouldn't have been hired there. So you are not stuck. You have other opportunities, you have other chances, but you got to give yourself some grace and know that you are doing your best. All right. So again, I am Dr. Andrea Blue. I wanted you to pause for a moment, have a conversation with you, and let you know that even though you are at that job that you do not hate, and I wanted to share with you how to show up for your job that you hate. Do not walk into that space with that ugly, sad face, because you're not part of everything there. You can make a choice, and you can make some decisions on some things that you want better for your life. So what is my call to action today? It is to purchase our 120-page Grateful Mindset Journal connected to heart, mind, body, and soul. And also join our newsletter at Blue Pathways Mentorship Services.com. You will stay connected to all of our upcoming events, free activities, free. I have so many free things available for you to join, and all you got to do is click a button. All right. So have an amazing day, and know that you are more than enough. And remember that mentorship and mindset matters. Be well, everybody.